Alright, you all know what time it is. It is, in fact, Kubera time. Well, like I said, I didn't need to tell you that. But before we get into it, if you're new, hit the sub button, notification bell, share the video around, like, comment, usual YouTube stuff. You know, be cool if we could hit 500 before the end of the year. Looking tight, but maybe. Hey, maybe. Anyway, let's get into it. Hoti Marut. Yeah. Ash is fucking scared. Oh my god, what the fuck, bro? Why is it frozen? Oh my god. Pain. Pain, right? There is pain. What the fuck? It's like fully frozen. Jesus. Oh, there we are. Is it gonna play nice, or is it gonna... It's frozen a fucking again. Fun. Very fun. Bruh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Sure. I think it's gonna be nice now. That was weird. Anyway. What just happened to your hair? If you really wanted to cut it, you should have just told me. It's dangerous to use a spell like that. It's my way of strengthening my resolve since there's a war coming. Using offensive spells and so... is so dangerous that they could make me a target. It makes me ask myself whether I should really go on living like this. If I really don't want a life like this, I really wanted to stop all of this and live comfortably, then I probably would have made an unconscious mistake in my calculations and cut my own throat. Asha, what are you talking about? You don't need to be so careless with your own life just because you received a death sentence. It's not because of the death sentence, Lorraine. I've been cutting my hair like this for ages. From a very long time ago. I'm going to get my revenge. I can do it. Even if I can't, I'll make it work. It does not matter how just the method is. In the end, I will be the victor. So maybe this is an oath to myself. On that day when I first cut my hair. I still haven't betrayed you. You were right then. You're still right now. So you don't need to feel guilty. Oh. Part 2, episode 147. Your Justice and Mine, 13. Answer, Iran! What are you doing? Those guys. I can't stay here. Let's go somewhere else, Rana. What? If you can hug me in front of all of those people, then you can give me the answer here as well. Ah! Hey, Ron! Where are you going? At least give us an answer. He must be too shy to answer her here. That's right, his answer must be something that can't be expressed in words. And it's only taken him 37 years to stop being a bachelor. Phew, I should have known. I don't see a single hottie. Bruv, Roosh. Roosh, how can you be scanning the crowd for hot guys even in a situation like this? When we're at war, making my eyes happy at least helps me recharge my energy. Since when have you two been on such friendly terms? Ah, well, since we saw each other so much in the tarot, we just naturally became closer. Plus, that's definitely not intentional, but it genuinely feels like something Roosh would say. Like, look, we're younger than our actual age. But yeah, the we's probably not meant to be there. She doesn't act like an older sister. Hey! Ah, Roosh, over here. Please, teleportation recovery spells are essential for someone like you who's in charge of such an important fight in is such an important power in this fight. But you can't use those spells right now, and I can't stay by your side since I'm a priestess. So instead, I'd like to introduce you to someone who will help you. Now, this is Rue Saren. She's the head of the Atera Magic Guild. Hey, long time no see. Looks like you've dropped that country look and got on with the look of a cosmopolitan. That's interesting analogy. And this is Ari Yui. She's a great lecturer at the Atera Magic Academy, and she often changes jobs. She used to be a Kubera magic expert, but she's converted to a recovery magician for a while since she can't use Kubera magic near the Era Plateau. I know that. I didn't know that you were a Triple Earth magician. With a perfect birth attribute to match your swordsmanship skill that got you first place on the test, you really are a born warrior. I can't believe I didn't recognize you sooner. If I had known before, I could have taught you stuff like spells or fighting techniques. Yeah, it's too bad. Things would have been very different if we had known each other more in Atera. I'm sorry for the thing with Asha. Her fan club is a mess, but still, you must be more heartbroken than anyone else since you were closest to her recently. Fucking Roosh, the fan club. Yeah, you're right. I'm very heartbroken. You look more unhinged. What? You want me to just stay here? I thought you wanted to be uninterrupted. I do, but this is the place where I used to give the oracles. No one can harm you, and even if someone tries to approach you, I can come right away. The fire here never goes out. This way, I can go and fight without worrying about you. Yeah, that's right. You're right. Brilith, you may not try to show it, but I know that you're selflessly devoted to the people in this world. So could you just try to smile a bit more? That's right. If I'm drained of energy, I'll only be a burn to Agni. It's unfortunate, but I just have to do what I can right now. Well, I'll be back with news of our victory, priestess. That's sweet. I'm a bit nervous, but I have no choice. Since I can't fight with Brilith in my arms, this is the best option for now. You won't need to worry when she's there in that room. I'll make sure that Brilith is protected, and she doesn't hear any bad news. I'll keep this place well guarded. I should have recognized you sooner. I think I was too pessimistic about the way how the humans would react when they found out that the Sur are after Kubera. Is this a kind of prejudice too? Looks like I've been down in this world for too long. There wouldn't have been this misunderstanding if I'd met Surya just once when I returned to the Divine Realm last time. You must have been busy with something else at the time. That's right. At the time, Brillith's life spent... No, never mind. Anyway, Saha, right? Hold... What do you mean by that, Agni? What's this supposed to mean, Agni? You might have to see my face even after you die. You know, this is a tremendous compliment and a blessing, right? I'm flattered. No need to be so modest. Alright, well, about the barrier. About the barrier I'll take on. That's it. The barrier of death looks the weakest. I will take on that barrier. Tell the priestess of death to go and fight. Agni, what is that exchange with Saha about? Saha, what are you hiding from us? Has Saha got more of a connection to Surya than just that oracle? Is that what's being implied there? Oh, I've got such a shitty grin on my face right now. What the fuck? What do you mean by that, Agni? I don't have to manage the barrier. Yahoo! I never thought that having worse barrier skills than other priests would come in handy at a time like this. Well, if you'll excuse me... I'll tell you tomorrow's news now. Claude Huey kidnapped and found dead via spinal fracture. I thought Agni was going to take over. If there's an attack strong enough to break Agni's barrier, then it would only break again, even if I look after it. As if there's no reason for me to stand by the barrier stone. So you already know the situation. I just realized there's a hole in my sock. Fuck's sake. Sorry, that was a weird point to say that, but I noticed it and I couldn't. I had to say something. Fucking hell. This is why you should head to the front lines and fight. Hey, Lila, I'll just stand by the barrier stone. Shut it. Being nice to me won't do a thing. All of the old people are like, oh, Jesus. Poor guy. So whipped. Part 2, episode 148, Your Justice and Mine, 14. From what I heard in Terra, Sir have surrounded Rindhallow. But there's nothing here. Are they all hiding because of Air Plateau? It looks like... Since earthly attribute is practically neutralized near the Air Plateau, the snakes with earthly attributes disappeared first, and the rest followed. Even if there comes an attack later, it would most likely come from something other than snakes. Oh yeah? I wonder who's saying that. Then there's a good chance that the Stage 5 Rakshasa from the Garuda clan will appear. But why are you hiding after bringing us such precious information, Yuta? You clearly have something you want to ask me. What is it? Are you too afraid to approach me now that you're here in person? That's strange. I can block his insight and transcendental skills. Since all gods merely rely on transcendental skills, I thought I wouldn't fear him. And yet, why am I scared? Why? Does he have a transcendental skill that I can't block? Are you thinking about what to have for dinner? Or do you need some relationship advice? There's no need for a long explanation. Just brace yourself, Prince of Taraka. To creatures with a long lifespan like us, the heart-beating feeling doesn't happen that often. Ultimately, humans are destined to die somehow, and your time with them is short. So at least do your best to not have any regrets during that time. Don't end up like me. Have you ever regretted loving a human? No, the opposite. I regretted trying not to love someone. It happened over 1,000 years ago, but I remember it as if it were yesterday. Why did you try not to love her? You shouldn't have to worry about the same stuff as me since you're a god. I knew how she felt, but I didn't know how I felt. Do you know what the most miserable moment is when... Do you know what the most miserable moment is when you love a creature who dies easily? It's realizing how you feel after the person is already dead. Living an endless life with regrets is like an eternal hell. Boundary C. The sea between Rindhallow and Eloth. You barely recovered your transcendental skill, and yet your ability to use them has gotten weaker. Hasn't. Anyway, should I interpret your coming here as meaning that you intend to participate on someone's side? Whose side are you on? The Kinara are always neutral. You came here with Sagara. I came in order to maintain the balance of neutrality. I'm always prepared to help people at a disadvantage. Like when I intervened in the Battle of Terra, or when I told Taksaka's son about the Sur's whereabouts in advance. I'm simply acting in order to stop them from losing one-sidedly. Then you must be on the human side now. Why do you think so? Since Sagara got her hands on the god Kubera's items in Calibloom, Now she just has to kill one human with the name Kubera. This is God Hava, isn't it? It absolutely is. Because I remember the last time we saw him, he had pale blue hair instead of his normal green. Your target is very simple and clear, and the Sura are stronger than ever with Samfadi working with them. In comparison, the humans are very weak. No, the humans may be weak individually, but their city is not weak at all. In fact, it's very strong in its current state. Yeah, they've got a fucking god with them. As long as that perfect barrier created by Agni doesn't break, that is. If you haven't made a final decision, you should keep an eye on how things play out afterwards. If the barrier breaks and one side is at a significant disadvantage, it won't be too late to intervene. Since there's nothing for you and I to gain no matter who wins this fight, it would be good to make up an excuse for later instead of unilaterally helping one side. An excuse? Do you actually care about that kind of thing? You're an opportunist. Not neutral. An opportunist. I'm not sure about that. Isn't that what you call people who stick with the winning side? It doesn't seem appropriate to call me an opportunist when I side with the people who are at a disadvantage. If anything, that word would suit you more, since you turned a blind eye to the Anantas in crisis. You're in a very tragic situation right now. Anyone can see that. It's an unfortunate situation to be in. However, I think it would be good to think a bit more about who made the decisive miscalculations that created the situation. Ananta is the type of person who could have wiped out the Taraka with human-style hand-to-hand combat alone. If you were alive, the Taraka would have planned on attacking your clan. The fact that Ananta received the title of the strongest in the universe from the first god who could see the future, is probably because the future in which he is living was the best future. But now, that kind of future cannot be. Right now, with the great future gone, and as the god could have found the lesser good fortunes has now gone. And as the god could have found the lesser good fortune has now... What the fuck does that mean? And as the god could have found the lesser good fortune has now gone. Someone's going to have to translate that better for me in the comments, because what the fuck does that mean? I think I know what it's trying to imply, but that is basically nonsense. We all have no choice but to seek the future that we each feel is best, with our own sense of justice. Godhava, I knew it. What is your justice? A very good question. What is Godhava's justice? Stretch. Oh yeah, fun fact, I'm recording this on Halloween, so happy for you guys, late spooky day. Yeah. Enjoy spooky day. I hope you enjoyed. Well, whatever you do on Halloween. Even if it's just sitting at home doing what you'd normally do on any other day. I hope you enjoyed it. What was that? A flame just flashed in the sky? It was the barrier changing. Oh. Is Agni come? Fucking hell. Oh, it's a good thing that Agni's here. Rana, you won't have to worry so much. With him in the city, we should be pretty safe. Ron? You know about the bow of neutrality. My brother says that it requires a lot of vigor. My brother has more vigor than me, so he can fire it as much as he wants. But I can't. Don't change the subject, Ron. You didn't answer my question. He's trying so hard. Is he saying no? Was I too blunt? Is it because I said it in front of all of those people? Did I look too different from usual? Did I make myself look too easy? Do I? Oh god. Did I look inconsiderate for proposing in a situation like this? Was it ridiculous for me to be jealous of Rao's daughter? Should I have played hard to get? I don't know. I should have at least read some books about relationships. It was a mistake to just emotionally blurt out what I was thinking without any kind of preparation, no matter how suspicious he was being. I should have held it back until he asked him about it, or if I had at least asked about it first. Rana, what did you first like about me? Huh? Honestly, I never thought that you liked me. Certainly not for 18 years. I had no idea you were even thinking about marrying me. 18 years. That means since I entered the Magic Academy. I was just a kid with a bad temper at the time. And yet you've only had your eyes on me since then? It's not like I'm attractive enough for you to fall in love with at first sight. Honestly, my brother is taller, more handsome, smarter, and stronger than me. Ron, after I just went through the trouble of telling you how I feel, are you doubting my sincerity? No, it wasn't doubt. I was just curious. Oh yeah? Then Ron, what did you like about me so much 18 years ago? Huh? Well, because everyone else was compared to... I never said that I liked you. You're the one who's liked me for 18 years. I never... Fine. Forget it then. I'll take back my marriage proposal. Ron, how are you fumbling this so fucking hard? Ron, my guy. Jesus Christ. Man was given the bag. In fact, he wasn't just given it. It was like strapped to him. And he's somehow still fumbling it. Huh? Rana, wait. Hold on. Christ alive, Ron. Part 2, episode 149. You're just in the mine. 15. There's a limit to how much beating a person's pride can take. I'm not sure whether it was a mistake for proposing at a time like this, or whether Ron's stupid response is the problem. Hold on, Rana. Jesus Christ. I actually like you. Wow, what's up with this wall? I just leaned against it. Really, I didn't mean that. Anyway, Rana, I like you too. It's true that I've liked you for 18 years, but I never thought that you liked me. So I was just so happy, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was just kind of shy. It's not at all that I was saying no to you, so please, don't take back what you said before, okay? I really Don't whisper that kind of thing in my ear. If you're done talking, let's head downstairs. Come to think of it, this isn't the time for this kind of thing. Hey, I'm not done talking yet. Rana? Your voice is what stopped me in my tracks 18 years ago. Oh, is that Ron? I assume that was Ron who said that to her. You'd be attractive even if you swore at me. Even if you might have called me an ugly duckling. But you made my heart flutter? What? I felt like I would possibly die if you were to whisper that you love me. I could never tell him these kinds of things. Come on! You just told me to answer you! Ugh, this fool's changing moves are driving me nuts. Ron, you're a fucking Jesus, man. Air Plateau, turret number 1. Normally, the priests handle the turrets along with the barrier. It's convenient that they automatically aim themselves, and the priest can operate them alone. But the problem is that it weakens the firing power. The power of the turrets would be like tickling Mr. Kasak. Plus, if the barrier were to break, it would deactivate the auto turrets. So, since we foresee a war coming and have time to prepare, we have to prepare to operate the turrets manually. This is the direction of the Aurora Forest, and this is the direction of the Boundary Sea. As the enemies are gathered in the Aurora Forest, they'll probably mostly come from this direction. If you see any of them, just use a transcendental skill with a sword of return to attack. Wait, Mirha? I still only have one transcendental skill that I can use with this sword. and that skill will not be able to attack that far. The distance doesn't matter. The turret's job is just to aim for you. The first turret must have its own powerful attack, and yet you're only using it to adjust the distance. You can use its own attack too, as long as you don't use up too much vigor. Make sure you don't push yourself too hard that we can't teleport at a critical moment. Ha! Who do you think I am? I know that much. This is my first time running a turret since my brief practice in the new university. This is exciting! How many years ago were you in university? Hey, you're making me anxious, so I should just... Let go! I'm gonna do it! Roosh is very much... It is very much a child at heart. Well, Lise, can you handle it? I'll try. Aren't Earth attributes neutralized in Aero Plateau? I can't use the Kubera spell, and I can't even turn on this bracelet. The sword is all I have left. So, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm a bit worried. Can I practice just once? Sure, go ahead. Alright. Huh? It disappeared? See? That's how you do it. It sends your transcendental skill outside the barrier and adjusts the distance. This is why Saha said that your role in this is important. This is it. Yeah. With this, I may be able to win even if that red bird appears this time. Somebody! Nah, you're taking the piss. Oh my fucking god. Bro, that's such a cruel reveal, just seeing somebody sat below that. Just grinning. That's evil. And I fucking love it. That's cruel. That's actually cruel, and it's fantastic how atrociously evil doing that is. Oh my god. I've got the fucking hiccups. So, Lise, how do you feel now? What do you mean? I'm fine. Your face seemed to stiffen before, when I mentioned Asha. There's some food in the bottom compartment here. It's to help the people in the tower maintain their vigor. So help yourself, and don't feel bad about eating it all. If you feel bad, at least this will make you feel a bit better. Honestly, the thing with Asha isn't a problem that would get better by talking with me. Is that what you were worried about? I'm not gonna lie, Roosh looks fucking gorgeous here. Even though she's like oddly even drawn in detail, she looks so pretty. I'm sorry for like being down bad in like an emotional scene, but look, it's gonna happen at least once per video, and we haven't seen Sagara yet, you know? I mean, we kinda have. Thanks, Mirha. Well, I'll head back to the temple now. Please, hang in there. Things may be tough now, but once this battle is over, there will be a better future waiting for you. I stopped myself as I was about to say this. What would saying a better future mean to a girl who knows that her life is going to end soon by the god of death? If she's unlucky, she can end up dying before her lifespan runs out. And even if she's lucky and survives every crisis, her heart will stop no matter what on the day that her life is set to end. Unless she can somehow make herself disappear like Asha did. No matter how active she is in this war, even if she succeeds in becoming a hero like Rao, even if she defeats the evil Sura and saves countless people, there will be nothing left for Lise. Once this battle is over, what? Why did you stop talking? Then shall I finish the sentence instead? Once this battle is over, let's go get a giant parfait! You're so full before, so we didn't get to try it, remember? So next time, we're gonna try eating it together, okay? Promise me. Okay, Elise. Next time for sure. Let's try it together. Something is gonna get in the way of that. Something is gonna get in the way of that. And I don't think what will get in the way is going to be very pleasant. Part 2, episode 150, Your Justice and Mine, 16.
What's this? The humans are preparing so diligently, and yet we... If only we had gone through with the attack at least before the air plateau got here, or before Agni got here. Our preparations were delayed because there was a problem with him.
I wonder if the problem was on purpose. God Kubera is isn't it? He's on your side, but he's also got prior agreements to uphold.
But what exactly is the problem? Could we have ended this if somebody just... Could we have ended this if somebody just broke the barrier and we attacked? She may say it's to block anyone from using insight, but it's not fair to keep it from us. Is there really a problem? Could she just be stalling for time?
Klotz, watch your mouth. Who you're implying is stalling for time?
Well, obviously... No, forget it.
Yeah. You know, and you know it's God Kubera. He's stalling. You know he is. He is!
I'm going to do as Sagara wishes anyway. It just bothers me that the situation became so unfavorable for us as it gets better for the humans. In the end, even if we win, isn't it natural to hope that as few kids die as possible in the process? Do you think that we'll all be able to gather together after this battle is finished? I wish we could all be together. That's why I'm worried. That's it.
Oh, are you including me in that too? Thanks. I fucking hate you, Hura. But no, that's not true. I adore Hura.
Stop ruining the mood.
Oh? Who the fuck is that? It's somebody.
Don't worry, you guys won't be in danger. The Ananta have earthly attributes, so they're weak around the Air Plateau. So, all of you will stay in the rear, protect him in the rear, and wait for the battle to end.
God, somebody... She's almost angelic because of her wings. If it wasn't for, you know, her right foot. Jesus Christ.
Only the Sura, not from Ananta clan, will attack the city. What? We can handle the battle just fine on our own, so you guys won't be in danger. Since you're so concerned about survival, shouldn't you be overjoyed about waiting in the rear? But Samfadi, if none of the Ananta go, that means that Sagara won't fight either. But you said that you would rather avoid facing Agni, right? Because of his insight? Of course, Sagara will be the one to face Agni. With all of you in the rear, Sagara will have to fight Agni on the front line. What? We can't do that? You want all of us to stay behind while Sagara goes to the front alone? Sagara is a Nastika, so even if her earthly attributes are neutralized, she has plenty of other transcendental skills. But not you guys. What could you do around the Air Plateau when your earthly attributes are neutralized?
She's looking at them like that absolute fucking filth. And she's completely right. They are useless here.
Just stay behind and don't get involved for nothing. You guys are of no use in this battle. Let's go, Maruna.
What are you doing, Hura? You're not an Ananta.
Ah, shoot. I naturally want to stay behind in the rear.
Quit messing around and come with me.
Ah, let's go. Let's go. I can go on my own. What should we do? Ryagara, do we trust them and let Sagara go by herself? She's facing Agni of all people. We could at least give our lives for Sagara's sake. But not them.
Ryagara looks fucking angry. I love that at the start of this episode I said, you know, we haven't seen Sagara yet. I mean, just look at her. She's so beautiful. Just look at her.
Did they say anything?
Of course they did. They made a big fuss, like, what about Sagara? I just hope they won't ignore our plans and come with us.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't go talk to them myself. If I had, they would have held on to my clothes and begged me. You don't seem very concerned, even though you're facing Agni in an area where earthly attributes are neutralized. Ah, that's because the transcendental skills that I regained are very useful. Before, when I went to help the Gadhava clan and lost a lot of my transcendental skills because they were sealed off by Takara. At the time, almost all of my main skills were sealed off. But now that I've got most of them back, facing a god with some summoner around him shouldn't be a problem. Oh, so are those Takara mixed bloods and half dragon dragon? So are those Taraka mixed blood and the half dragon Gadhava? Half dragon. Good God! Gadhava mentioned be the variable that could turn the tables in our favor. That's right. While I'm dealing with Agni, your job is to block the rest of them. Wow! Wait a minute. What do you mean, me too? Would I be of use in a fight like that? I won't tell you to fight directly. Just stay by my side and do as I say. Except for Agni. The rest of them, I'll deal with myself. Oh, we get to see her Sura form. Let me see it. Let me see it.
I'm doing another one. We're going deeper. We're going deeper. At least 4. At least 4. You have good vision, so keep an eye on this place by yourself. I'll be watching the opposite end with Kasak.
Still, I thought one of them would have stayed with me in order to keep an eye on me. The fact that they left me alone like this mean that they trust me? Please? What's he doing over there alone at a time like this? What are you doing, Lise? You'll die if you fall from there. Regeneration with that bracelet doesn't work here. For a moment, you'll die if I just let you fall. So I'll just hold you. For just a moment. Lise, I know things are really hard right now, but you can't make an extreme choice like this.
Get baited, son. Get baited. Part 2, episode 151, Your Justice and Mine, 17.
Don't push yourself too much. That's right. If anything shows up, then you can jump in. I thought I should practice in advance like this so I can shoot right away. And this won't time me out, so don't worry about it. She's working really hard. I wish she were a student of mine. If we were being close in the Terra, I would have made sure to keep her with me. Haven't a lot of people given up on you during their training with you? They just had the wrong attitude. I had one decent student recently, but then, you know, I didn't take him with me to Calibloom before. Right, when Teo disappeared. But didn't Asha say not to tell Lise that? It doesn't matter.
Wait, what? Is her student who I think it is?
It doesn't matter. The reason she said not to tell her was to keep her from finding out about the Red Sky incident. True. It's not like Lise doesn't know about that right now. The sky. It's that superior Sura from the Garuda clan. But look, the sky isn't red this time. There must be another Sura from the superior Sura from the Garuda clan. Superior Sura?
I assume they mean Rakshasa.
But I don't see any sign of Sura.
Is that just from Sunfati fucking transforming? Is that just Sunfati transforming that's done this?
Sura attacked when we couldn't see them back in the Terra too. They're probably using transcendental skills in human form. That's not good. If they're in human form, they could just hide and we wouldn't be able to see them. Huh? That's strange. The turrets over there are working. But what on earth are they attacking? You're right. Why are the turrets going off when there aren't any Sura there? Plus, they're just shooting at the air.
It looks like they set the turrets to auto-fire. Unless they're broken, there must be a Sura somewhere over there.
Yeah, that's Samfati's fucking transformation that has triggered all of this. Dog.
Are they in stealth mode? This makes things difficult. It may be a nuisance, but I wouldn't say it's difficult. It looks like they suddenly used a transcendental skill, then hid right away. But their cloaking wears off as soon as they use transcendental skills, right? If we just wait for that and then attack... Kasak, it looks like you don't know since you've never met a 5th stage Rakshasa. If this one has both sky and darkness attributes, it can use the highest level cloaking, which means that they can use transcendental skills even while using cloaking without it wearing off. But it's not completely hopeless. First, we could collaborate with someone who can use Holy Surya. Ah, it's convenient that you know someone that can do that. It might be different if we had the God of Light on our side, but it's very difficult taking the humans into battle. Second, we can refer to where the turrets are auto-firing. But the direction those turrets are firing keeps changing, which means that the target is on the move. But this is Agni. But the direction that those turrets are firing keeps changing, which means that the target is on the move. It's already too late to follow the turrets. And third, you two could seal off their transcendental skills. Will the barrier be okay? It won't perform as well as in a Terra since we're handling a different type of barrier. It's fine. It's true that it won't perform as well, but still, God's barrier won't break over something like this. So, are you waiting for Yuta to seal off the transcendental skill now? But what's he up to? Yeah.
I can't see. That's strange. Just a minute ago, I tried to save... What was that? My head hurts. I'm exhausted. I don't want to think of anything.
I don't...
What are you doing here? I said, what are you doing here? I went to the trouble of getting away from somebody just to come here. Aren't you gonna play with me? You... Come on. I told you my name last time. Have you forgotten again? I'll tell you again. My name is Jatayu. Jatayu.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, we're doing a fucking another one. 5? Yeah. Sorry. Let's carry on with this, shall we?
I had a long dream. About what? I can't remember. Feels like a lot happened. Really happy things, sad things, upsetting things, something very scary. I wanted to run away, but I can't remember what it was from. Aren't you just forgetting because you wanted to run away? What do you mean, Jatayu? Stop calling me that. I'm not Jatayu anymore. You devoured me. You even ate my name. It must be nice forgetting things because you don't want to remember me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I made a mistake. Don't cry. Then it makes me seem like a bad person. I'm the one who suffered. Why are you crying? How is it that you were able to deceive me with that kind of face? Pretend to be my friend, and yet you're only thinking of eating me the whole time. No, I didn't mean to. I really didn't realize what I was doing. Shut up. You can cry and make excuses all you want. It still doesn't change the fact that you ate me. I don't need apologies or self-reflection. That would only make my last 300 years meaningless. What I need right now is an ending to make those 300 years meaningful. You know, a very satisfying and thrilling ending. That's why you need to be a bad guy.
Yuta, don't do anything. Yuta, no. Part 2, episode 152, Your Justice and Mine, 18. That's a tremendous transcendental skill. Which sir could that possibly be?
Still, it's a good thing Agni's here. The barrier won't last. The barrier
won't last, right?
Of course, how could they pierce a perfect barrier created by a god? Still, just in case everyone's attempting to evacuate the temple. Let's just stay and watch a bit more. When will we get to see a transcendental skill like that again?
Attention, everyone. Please move to the nearest magic academy or temple. It's dangerous for you to be out here like this.
That's right, guys. Listen to what they're saying. Let's watch for a bit. We didn't even see anything like that during the Great Upheaval. Besides, we'll be fine with Agni's barrier. Look at that! You can see the universe in the sky. Cool! Ah, they're so ignorant, standing out there looking for something to see, when all they do is get in our way. They'll have to suffer like the people of Atera Calibum to come to their senses. Shh, they might hear you. Do you want to get yourself in the papers again for a thoughtless remark? It's not like she's wrong.
They could at least cooperate since there's nothing they can do.
What the heck are they doing right now?
We all know that they would come running to us magicians for help if the barrier were to break.
True, it would be good if they all evacuated just in case.
I just yawned. Apologies. Let's carry on. Yeah, they're not wrong. People in this world are really stupid, but then again, so are people in the real world, so it's not that unbelievable.
It looks like they've lost sight of even the slightest feelings of tension since the barrier looks so perfect.
Asha,
for now, it would be best to hide yourself among the other magicians, and then later jump into action and prove that you're not a dangerous person. It would especially help you at a future trial if you were to save some high rankers from a crisis or something.
I think Asha's got other intentions.
Since the trial is decided completely by voting, and people value their own experiences the most, it won't matter then that you broke out of jail. That's true. I can't believe they've banished a magician like I can't believe they banished a magician like you from the city when you have so much potential to be helpful within the city. Why on earth are they picking on you like that? You wouldn't have let yourself get caught so easily if you had evil intentions, right?
I don't trust this woman with anything. She doesn't, she hardly trusts herself to cut her own hair. I don't think she trusts herself.
Thank you for helping me at a time like this, even at the risk of being labeled an accomplice, Master. I'll handle this on my own now, so you go to Saha. You must be very tired from all the stress, plus the city being under attack, so you should make up with Saha and get back on good terms with him again. Or just pretend to support Saha's decision on the surface. Thank you. I can't believe you're worried about our relationship even after Saha did this to you. You really are a sweet child. Someday, a day will come when everyone understands your justice. Thank you, Master. Please, stay safe until we meet again.
Saha's seen everything. Of course, I mean, obviously he's seen everything. I don't think anything escapes this man's eyes if he doesn't want it to.
Saha, what did you see? We can't find Sura within the range of Hoodie Surya. I saw something before, but it moved so quickly I only caught a glimpse of it. A glimpse of the tip of a wing. Of course you can't see. The Sura using a transcendental skill right now is far, far above the city right now. Then where are the turrets attacking right now? The turrets are attacking another Sura from the Garuda clan. This one is probably the one who caused the Red Sky incident. He's so fast that he's dodging all of the turret's attacks. Dodging them? He's that fast even while using cloaking? No. Seeing that there's something riding on its back, there's a high probability that someone else is cloaking him. Those two are probably distracting the turrets while somebody else above uses their transcendental skill without any disturbance. Then, should we tell Agni that the real threat is above? No. Telling him won't solve this. If Agni were to go all the way up there, he would get far away from the barrier and weaken it. Still, even if Kasak were to go, the one in the air is using a transcendental attack while cloaked, so... Ladies, go and tell Lila right now to use the thing that we weren't going to use until the absolute worst possible scenario. Lila? What last resort? She'll know what you mean if you tell her that. And while you're talking to her, tell her this too. I'm sorry that I couldn't be more helpful.
We still haven't found him even after all that looking around. I think Yuta must be already be outside the city. He didn't look like he would betray us. Maybe he's in some kind of problem. Kasak, for now, go to the city, and if Yuta blocks that transcendental attack, then jump in and fight. Maneuvering around that transcendental right now would be dangerous, since it would use up vigor that you need to stay in Sura form. But are you saying that you're going in right now? That's right. I'm going to find Yuta. Alright, I think we will leave that there. 50 minutes for you all. 5 chapters. I hope you all enjoyed. And with that out of the way, I've been Animosity. You have been you. And I hope you join next time for another video. Ta-ta. For now.